is the MIH's PTSA Volunteer Service Award. This is given to individuals who have contributed exceptional volunteer service for children, the PTA organization, or the school community throughout the past several years. I'm very honored to call upon Sharon Singh, who is the recipient of this award, and I call on Gail to present the award.
Thank you. Hey, Sharon, who I hear has been the booster president forever. Is that what I hear? Congratulations. First, I'd like to say hello to the orchestra director. We've never met because I don't have children in the orchestra. So why am I here presenting Sharon with this award? Sharon is one of my first friends. We moved to Mercer Island about 10 years ago, and we focused on tennis. Harrison and I want to forget his name, Alexander, are both good friends of my children. And aside from playing in the orchestra, violin, which I know they love, they also play tennis extremely well. So she brings a lot to tennis, to real estate, to being a homeroom mom, but especially to the orchestra. You can't be a friend of Sharon's and not hear all about the orchestra. And I love Sharon's stories because she brings more enthusiasm, as you know, than most people that you've ever met. She brings it in everything that she does. Don't make me cry. Sharon Singh is a woman of many talents and perhaps is best known in the high school for her role as president of the MI Boosters, the Orchestra Boosters. At first, I always heard, why do we talk about the band all the time? And I'm like, because the band is amazing. In early days,
Sorry, band.
the band is amazing. We'd go to football games for the band, if you recall that. I had a son on the football team. I was there for the band. Sharon said, you know, the orchestra is pretty spectacular. And so she took it upon herself to get the parents and the kids more involved in everything. And to do that, she would speak at every single orchestra performance. I think the parents out there know that. And she would bring the full Sharon Singh to the meeting, and she would ask. She also did this in the community, and she would ask businesses to please support the orchestra, including her own in real estate. She also supports that. So she is a motivator, and she built the orchestra, which is made up of parents and other people who support, and she supported the trip to Carnegie Hall. She got better instruments and more music, and I think most impressively started getting some of the elementary schools interested in this. In 4th grade, she'd go to the elementary schools. This is before your time, way back. And she'd start talking it up. And the kids are like, oh, I can do this? And I learned from the people that I talked to involved in the orchestra that she doubled the size of the orchestra. However, this morning, Sharon corrected me and said, tripled the size of the orchestra. So Sharon is a connector of people, a motivator. She gets people involved. She brings everything that she has to what she believes in. Her children, the music. And for that, I would like to say thank you, Sharon, for educating all of us on what it means to be a good parent and supporting our kids and bringing music to the community.
Well, thank you ever so much. This means so much. And yes, I'm actually probably used to public speaking, as yes, I do get up at all the concerts and speak to the parents and encourage them all to donate. And thank you so much to all of my orchestra friends who are here, who are on PTSA for the high school and who have given up their time today to be here and support me. So thank you. I just want to give a big... So this is not just a reward for me, I'm trying not to get upset. It is also for the orchestra and, sorry, and Jay's got it on video up there too. But when I did get involved, okay, so I was sworn in the early spring of 2020. And a couple of weeks after that, we all went to COVID shutdown. And so it was a very difficult couple of years. You probably all have been thinking, oh, Sharon's running a dictatorship in the orchestra because I've been here for 6 years. But we do did go through the COVID years, and then after that, as we sort of opened everything up, I proceeded to see all of the events and everything that was happening, and I completely reinvented the orchestra. I threw everything out, basically, to be honest, in the boosters, and started from the beginning. We had no communication for the families, was the first thing I identified, and created the Soundpost, which is very, very proud of. And this is a monthly newsletter that goes out to all of our orchestra families and alumni, and has a huge open rate. Went to the Secretary of State, changed the name of the program. We created a logo, threw out the website, created a website. So now we have amazing communication, which also gave us the tools to fundraise. And we've gone from 100 students from grades 5 through 12 now to over 350 and growing. This is the only program. It is the only program in the school district where we are actually gaining teacher hours. So we have, and I'm proud to say that I was actually on the committee and in on the interviews, and we employed Brian Kolk. The moment I remember saying, okay, this is a bit of confidentiality. I said, if we don't hire Brian Kolk as our orchestra teacher, I said, I'm going to be teaching them myself. because he was the best. He was the best of the best. So, we've got Sarah Hart now full-time teaching, we have Brian Kolk full-time teaching, and then we have Caitlin as well, who are gaining hours. The program is growing, it's thriving, and what I always wanted an orchestra to have is, I love band, and I love choir, and I love all these. I just wanted orchestra to have a voice and have a seat at the table. And guess what? Now we do. So thank you all. Thank you all so much for supporting the orchestra. Thank you so much to the Mercer Highland High School PTSA for your support of the orchestra, your generosity, and thank you all so much for this recognition. It means a great deal to me.